So today we're gonna make Instapot rotisserie chicken. Here's what the finished product looks like. You can see I like to serve it with some steamed green beans and white rice. Come take a closer look at my chicken here. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this luscious gravy that's made from the drippings of the chicken all over the rice and the chicken. So come along with me today and we're gonna go ahead and let's get cooking. So let's go over the list of ingredients. First, we need some type of seasoned salt, some cracked black pepper, some smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and some ground thyme. We also need some coconut oil. This will be the liquid that we use to mix our dry ingredients. Also, we're gonna stuff the cavity of the chicken with some lemon and some onion. First, let's take our seasoned salt. I'm using Jack Stack French fry seasoning, 2 teaspoons. Now I'm gonna also use some Tony's Creole More Spice. I use about 2 teaspoons. Smoked paprika, also 2 teaspoons. Some ground thyme, I use about 1 teaspoon. And garlic powder, I'll use 2 teaspoons. Onion powder, 1 teaspoon. This one's a little bit dried in cake, so it was a little bit hard for me to get it out of the container. Now we're gonna go on to some cracked black pepper, about 1 teaspoon's worth. I use this one from Costco. Then we're gonna mix it really well and get out any lumps that there might happen to be. As I'm looking at this, I'm realizing, well, maybe I need to add a little bit more smoked paprika, so I add another 1/2 teaspoon and mix it in well. Now I take my coconut oil. I'm gonna put in a total of 4 tablespoons into a little glass bowl. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the microwave to make it a liquid form. This is going to be our fat that we're going to use to mix into our dry ingredients. So as you can see, I'm making a little slurry. I'm slowly taking in a couple of tablespoons at a time. And right about here, it looks like it's about the right consistency to be able to rub it onto the chicken. The rest of the coconut oil, I'm going to be able to put into the fryer when I brown the chicken. Now I'm going to coat it very well on every side of the chicken, trying to get it into all the nooks and crannies. I want all the flavoring to get in there. The nice thing here is my chicken's a little bit cool because I just took it out of the refrigerator. So when I rub this fat and seasoning, it just sticks to it well. I'm going to wash my hands, take off my gloves, stuff it with some of the onion and lemon at this point, and get it ready to put into the Instapot. Now that we prepped all our ingredients, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're gonna do is put the Instapot on saute mode and let it warm up. What we're gonna do is brown the chicken in here. One thing I wanna show you is the rack that comes with the Instapot. We're gonna use it, but we're gonna take it out for right now while this is warming up. So we'll wait for it to get too hot. Once it's hot, we'll start browning our chicken and we'll go from there. Okay, as you can see, the Instapot is now on hot, so that means the saute mode is ready to go. And we're gonna carefully put in this 5.5 pound chicken. I'm gonna brown the breast side first. And I'm gonna just put it straight in like this. I'm gonna let it saute for about 5 to 7 minutes and then I'll flip it over and we'll go to the next step. So one thing I bought for my Instapot that I haven't used yet, and this will be the first time, is a lid. If you have a lid that fits from your existing pots in your kitchen, go ahead and use it. I went ahead and bought this. It was only a couple of dollars, and I'll go ahead and put the link to Amazon where I bought this in the description below. But I use this for saute mode, and it's also good if you're going to use the slow cooker mode. So let's go ahead and put the lid on while we're waiting for it to brown on the first side. Okay, now that it's been browning on one side, we're going to carefully use some tongs and a spatula to flip it over so it can brown another 5 to 7 minutes on the other side. It's sizzling really nicely. I'm going to use the tongs and stick it into the cavity to help grab the chicken. I'm going to carefully flip it over, and I'll show you what it looks like on this side. As you can see, it has a nice brown. If it's not enough brown for you, you can always put it in the oven at the end of the cooking time and crisp it up a little bit more on the wood. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put the lid on and wait about another 7 minutes to brown it on the other side. Now that it's been browning on the second side for about 7 minutes, we're going to go ahead and take it out and get the Instapot ready for the pressure cooking. Again, I'm going to use the tongs to help try to get the chicken out using the cavity. That's the easiest way to grab the chicken. There we go. It's nice and browned. I'm really happy with that. So now there's a bunch of bits in here, so I'm going to add some broth. I want to be able to get the bits off the bottom of the pan, which will end up helping us make a very rich gravy when we're done with cooking the chicken. So I'm just scraping it off, trying to get it all off the bottom of the pan at this point. Doesn't that look good? Now we're going to get ready to seal it up and get it ready to do the pressure cooking. Okay, now that I have the 2 cups of liquid, I'm going to go ahead and put on the lid, and we're going to go ahead and get the pressure cooker ready for cooking. You hear that cute sound? We're going to close it, lock it, and make sure that the valve is set to venting. And we're all set to go. Now we just wait for about 28 minutes for the chicken to cook. We'll let it go through a natural release of 15 minutes, and then we'll open it up and see what we have. If we're not happy with how brown it is, we'll go ahead and put it in the oven. So we'll see you soon. While the chicken is cooking, I go ahead and get the sides ready, which includes some steamed green beans. Now that the pressure cooker is done, I'm going to let it sit there for 15 minutes of a natural release. The Instapot has been sitting here for about 20 minutes on natural release, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick release and finish up the process. We'll just wait for that to finish, for the pin to go down over here so we can open up the lid and see how our chicken's doing. Okay, now that the pin has dropped, we're going to go ahead and open the chicken and see how it looks. Wow, that looks amazing. I'm going to go ahead and try to take it out. I was able to take the chicken out. It didn't fall apart. It was great. So now I'm making a cornstarch slurry, which is equal parts of water and cornstarch. It'll help thicken up my gravy. Keep cooking it until it's boiling. You want it to thicken as much as possible. I probably could have added a little bit more cornstarch, but I think this will work. Now it's time to plate up my food and put the gravy on the chicken and the rice and get ready for the taste test. Now that the gravy is done, I'm going to go ahead and have my husband do a taste test on the chicken and gravy.
Good.
Tasty?
Mm-hmm.
And moist?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Well, there you have it. Instapot chicken. And I served it with green beans and rice. And there's gravy too. See you next time.